two of the most popular American vehicles available to date in Australia, the Chevy and the Ford. We're going to put these two up against each other. We've got the F-150 and the ZR2. What we're going to do today is we're going to look at both of them as they come from the factory, and then I want to show you guys what we're able to achieve at BAW Automotive to turn these two vehicles into something that you could use for work or something that you could use for play. Let's have a look. Now, before you start yelling at me in the comments, is the ZR2 actually comparable to the Lariat? Look, they might be slightly different. However, by the end of this video, these two vehicles are going to be very, very similar. First things first though, let's have a look at the factory specs between the F-150 and the Chevy Silverado. Just so you aren't watching this video and you're getting absolutely confused with words, acronyms I should say, like GCM, GVM, BTC. Let's start at the top. GVM, gross vehicle mass. GCM, gross combined mass. BTC, brake tow capacity. That's what all of those acronyms mean. Now, GVM is what your vehicle is allowed to be, maximum weight, including people, fuel, anything and everything. If you have a GVM of 3,300 kilos, the heaviest your car can be at any point in time is 3,300 kilos. Now, your GCM, say you've got a GCM of 7,000 kilos, your vehicle cannot exceed GVM, and it obviously has to be towing something, whatever the combined weight of those two components put together equals, you cannot go over your GCM. Now this is where the brake tow comes in and can all get confusing. Your brake tow is the heaviest you can tow behind your vehicle. So if you've got a brake tow capacity of 3.5 ton, that's it. You can't tow a 4-ton van, you can't tow a 4.5 ton digger or whatever. You can only tow up to 3 ton. Or 3.5, sorry. Brake tow capacity is different on all vehicles, so you need to be consulting your owner's manual and your manufacturer specs. Some are 3.5 ton, some are 4 ton, some are 4.5 ton. So don't let that confuse you guys. Gross vehicle mass, gross combined mass, and brake tow capacity. They are 3 different things, and they all kind of work in conjunction and combination with each other depending on your situation, whether you are just touring with your vehicle, whether you're doing touring and towing. That's where you need to make sure, because your GCM can be a sliding scale, so don't get confused. Let's start with the F-150. There's some numbers for you. GVM, 3,315 kilos, curb weight of 2,546, which only leaves you with a payload of 769 kilograms. Let's talk factory specs on the Silverado. Now, the ZR2 has a GVM of 3,300 kilos. The curb weight, 2,587, which is slightly over the F-truck. The payload is 713 kilos, which is below the F-150. It's basically a small child kind of weight difference between this and the Effie though. So the Chev does lose out a little bit on the ZR2 when it comes to your tow capacity. This vehicle has a tow rating of 4,200 kilos, and the GCM on these is 6,851 kilos. So it's definitely a lot less than the F-150 is going to be offering you. Now this vehicle has a 4.5 ton towing capacity and GCM 7,365 kilos, which, if you didn't know, when the F-truck first came into Australia, the GCM was even bigger than that. Now they've had a revision, but still beating the Chev with GCM and tow capacity. So one of the biggest differences between the vehicles is what the engine is. This is a twin turbo V6 petrol, and this thing's whacking out almost 300 kilowatts and 570 Newton meters of torque. Here's where the Chev gets a bit of a win in my opinion. Nothing like a 6.2 litre naturally aspirated V8 engine to get your insides going. This thing's punching out 313 kilowatts and 624 Newton meters of torque. Alrighty, let's share the numbers of what the new GVM upgrade has got us to on the F-150. What we're going from 3,315 kg from factory, we've got this vehicle up to 4,300 kilograms. And the GCM, just as impressive, it's gone up to 8,800 kg. Now, when you look at that and you think, how much does that payload wise? It's an increase up to 1,819 kilograms, which is just mind-boggling compared to the factory spec that we've already talked about. So what do you actually get in the GVM upgrade? So this system is utilizing Fox 2.5 Elite shocks. Those are remote res as well, and they are adjustable. You are also going to get yourself a new set of leaf packs, all your supporting bushes and all of that gear that comes with all your leaves. Now there is two different options with your leaf packs. You've got a 200 kilo or a 400 kilo, depending on what your setup is going to be like. You can change those. Don't forget upper control arms in the front, and then we do have a list of different size tires that you can utilize depending on what kit you are getting. Don't forget guys, this is a stage 3 kit on the F truck, and if you want more information on the differences with the stages on the kits, head to our website. So you may be wondering, how is BAW Automotive offering these GVM systems? Well, Offroad Industries is the answer. Who is Offroad Industries? Offroad Industries has been in the four-wheel drive scene for over 14 years now, guys. They are a premium dealer for Fox and BDS suspension componentry. Now, these guys have been doing American vehicles since the start, so they know what they're doing. They've been doing it for a long time. And what they've done now is brought that under all of the federal compliancing and testing that all of your other major brands need to do to get a GVM on the road. These guys have gone, they've done it, they've got all of these things approved correctly, and that's how we are able to get it to you. So let's talk the numbers when it comes to the Chev of what we can get it to when we've done our upgrade. Now, we're gonna bring you up to 4,250 kilograms on your GVM. Your GCM, this is the impressive part, is gonna go up to 8,750 kilos. So that's gonna give you a payload of 1,672 kilograms. And if you ask me, those numbers are absolutely impressive, especially for the ZR2 on the Silverado. Okay, so what do you get in the kit on the ZR2? Very, very similar to the F-150. We're running Fox suspension, the 2.5 Elites with the remote res. So they are compression adjustable. Now these are very, very similar. They are leaf in the rear. You've got your options of the leaf pack, and then you do have the BDS upper control arms in the front. Don't forget guys, all the information on the different stages that you can get for the Chevy Silverado, because yes, LTZ guys, don't fret, you are a part of that. There's stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, bawauto.com.au, and you can see all of those options on our website. So where have both the vehicles got to after we've done the GVM upgrades? Here's a little summary for you guys. Get your little eyeballs into this, and this should help you decide between an F-150 or maybe the ZR2. Well, there you have it guys. I hope that information has put a little bit of food for thought on the table, depending on whether you like the F-150 or you like the Silverado more. I think personally, the V8 does it for me. It's got a little bit more soul to it, but I just like V8s and I love the way they sound. However, when I had my F-150, these things have got a lot of power and they are super, super fun on the beach. Which one are you gonna choose? That's gonna be totally up to you guys. Don't forget, all the information that I've just given you is available on our website, bawauto.com.au.